Hello, everyone. Today I have something slightly different from normal. I know I said I was going to step away from some of the more serious weirdos like that, but this guy needs to be addressed. He is 62 years old in a public lobby talking about why Loli and child images should not be criminalized and you should not persecute someone for their sexuality. Now, why you do this in a public lobby, I have no idea. Why you'd be doing this at 62 years old, I have no idea. But you'll be able to see that no matter the environment, no matter the avatar, it's all about your approach to people, and they will tell you what they've done. You just have to be willing to listen. It's hard to sit there and not react to some of this stuff, but if you truly want them to tell you the things that's going on, you need to listen. All right, y'all. Watch this video and the pure depravity that comes out of his mouth. Well, hold on a minute. Okay, so I'm new to this conversation. I'm sorry to butt in.
Well, it started out with somebody. It started out with somebody claiming that all of the founders of VR chat are pedophiles.
Okay, so that's why context is needed, right? Like, I don't want to just come in and what? But are you saying?
I was just asking.
Bro.
Okay, let me just say what I was asking.
I don't believe in censorship, is what I'm saying.
No, I'm
Okay.
just saying, okay, he said that he doesn't think...
Niggas, so that means that he thinks that it's okay. If he doesn't believe in censorship, he thinks it's okay.
Can you shut the fuck up?
No, I understand. What I was going to say was that, I mean, to boil it down very fast, if he doesn't believe that in censorship in whole, then he's okay with that material. That's just a drawn conclusion. And I'm not saying
it's
that he
not
watches
something that
it.
I would personally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not that you
choose.
would watch it, but you're just, not against it, I guess.
But I think it's a slippery slope to start throwing people in jail for what they create.
Well, do you think there should be a limit on what you can sexualize? Specifically, not draw. I'm not going to say you can't draw this or you go to jail, right? But what about sexualizing that drawing? How about that become?
Well, how do you sexualize something? How do you do that?
Well, not to use coarse words, but do you put sexual orifices on something that obviously wouldn't have that? You know what I mean? Like this is weird, right? But like as a youth, no. Well, I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't make I don't know, dude. Like lolly stuff, right? Like that's what I'm kind of getting at. Like the actual sexualization of children through cartoon format. What would your defense be?
My defense is that a cartoon is not a child; it's a drawing.
I mean, that's a factual statement, but I mean the premise behind it is what I'm asking. I'm not trying to take over your conversation, by the way. Sorry.
No, it's okay. That's fine.
But would you say the premise?
What
is
is
wrong?
the premise?
Like
what is the premise?
Well, it's being drawn not as an artistic expression, but as a sexual gratification or sexual urge. That's where I personally believe that's wrong.
So you think that somebody's sexuality should be criminalized?
Well, if it's
even if it
remember you did
even
say
if it hurts nobody else,
you did say slippery.
If they keep it in their head,
well,
they don't act upon anything.
I'll say this: I'm a hunter, right? Like I'm an avid hunter. I like to hunt pigs, hogs, deer, right? Nothing you can probably tell me, right? I'm not saying all the way, but how my brain works, right? Nothing you can tell me will make me want to not stalk the deer, go out, hunt, and successfully gather my prey. I think the same.
And there are plenty of people who think that that's immoral.
Well, of course, but what I'm saying is, I think that the biggest premise behind that, though, is that no matter what I really try to do, like right now, I'm talking about it. I want to go, I don't know, go hunt something, right? But your brain can be formatted in that same way as a prey drive for pornography, right? So that one hunt's not enough. You need another one. You want to go hunt again, and then eventually the pornography is not enough, and then you possibly slippery slope, right? Could harm a child. So why even let it go down that route?
Well, it originally started because the guy that I was talking with had decided that all anime characters were child porn.
Well, that's silly.
And he blocked me after I tried to defend anime.
Well, anime is heavily fetishized, right? Like, I watch anime. I won't lie about
Well,
that.
sure.
But there
And
are certain
there's a lot more
aspects you can't avoid.
There's a lot more sexuality in Japanese anime. I mean, they go really extreme in some of them. They're just, we would call them pretty disgusting over here. I mean, some of that hentai is stuff that, you know, I definitely don't want to see it. I don't want to know about it. If you enjoy it, that's fine. But I'm not going to get behind banning it either.
No, because that would be unfair, right? Like, the only distinction, I would say, like, is because of the child aspect, right? Like, that, I think that would be, like, the only... Oh, I'm sorry. This guy's being silly. But I think, personally, that's just... Oh, I'm gonna grab him from here. No, I couldn't do it. Anyway, I think it's like, you know, there's a definitive line.
No, that's not true.
Well, what
I
would
tell
you
you,
say it
the
is,
courts have been trying to define a definitive line for, you know, half a century and haven't gotten much farther than they did when they started. I mean, one example I had was, you know, do you ban books by Nabokov?
No.
Well, that's downright kiddie porn.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like books in particular, due to the illustration rights and stuff, are hard to get banned. I would like them, you know, not to be, but you know, I'm a civilian. I'm not really in any legislative position.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not either. This is all just, you know, people's personal feelings on things.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's an important conversation to be had. You know, you could do it civilly too.
Sure.
What are your thoughts over here?
Sorry, what did you say?
What are your thoughts?
So I kind of like zoned out. Like I was listening, but like, yeah.
What's going
I mean,
on?
at least you're honest, but that's no way to actually hold the conversation. You gotta pay
Can't
attention.
see us right.
Well, I just still firmly stand by the fact that, you know, drawings of children should never be sexualized, and if it is, then it's wrong. It shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, it that kind of boils down to the concept, like, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, but I don't think it should be reasonable to say that you can't do something artistic because you object to the subject matter. I live in Texas. They're banning books left and right here.
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
I would just
Know what they're talking
You
about.
shouldn't be able to draw pictures of children
What the
sexually,
fuck are they talking about?
in my personal opinion.
Are you an artist?
No, not personally.
Hmm. Okay.
What are
But
you
even if I
laughing
was an
at?
artist, I wouldn't
Stop
think
fucking
it'd be
laughing.
right either.
So it's never really affected
He's
his personal
defending like
life.
Lolly and like
Everybody, I'm sorry
child
to interrupt,
porn
but I
in
need
like
everyone
cartoon
here to
form.
know, no matter what anybody
I gotta
else
shit
says,
really
you
bad.
guys are wonderful.
Dude, this guy's fucking side-eyeing me.
That's all.
Dude, I gotta shit really bad.
But you know, like I said, like with our discussion, like I just would like to. You did explain your position in a way, but
I'm
like,
not
can I
saying no, I
ask
do
like
love
why you
big,
have
hairy
that position?
guys.
Because over the last 60 years, I have seen all kinds of censorship implemented, and it's always
60
ham-fisted.
years?
happening?
Wait, how old are you? How old are you?
Yeah, let him talk. Let him
You
talk.
sound very young.
Wait, what's happening? I just want to understand the
We're having a
conversation.
conversation. Just, I mean, observe, guys.
I didn't want
Did
to
you
do
say the
this.
last 60 years? Can I know your secret, man? I
Listen
don't wanna age up.
Yeah, don't die.
How you doing?
That's the whole secret.
Oh,
That's it. Beginning
I'm
and
doing
end.
good.
Well, no, man. Like you know,
Can you
I
take
just
that avatar if you don't mind?
I like
Oh,
conversations.
okay.
you
No worries,
know, like,
no worries.
and sometimes they're
Oh,
a
wait,
little
you
bit
can't?
harder
Wait,
to
let me
have.
change that, let
Sometimes
me
they're
change
easier to have.
I
you
can't
know?
take that. I can't take.
Well, I mean, it helps you
Wait, don't worry, I got you.
figure out your own thoughts on things too.
All right, can you take it now?
Well, not only that.
So you personally agree?
It allows
that
people to
children,
elaborate, you know, on their own
like,
views, and then you
drawings
can
of
actually
There you
hold a
go.
you
Oh
know,
my gosh,
conversation
why
to
is yours
kind
so
of figure out
tall?
what's happening. You know, because I just, like I said, I just flew by and happened to hear
Pikachu?
the conversation. You know, some people are
62.
retarded, and they're just like, what? You know.
Doing good. How are you?
Dang.
Yeah, you have a little audience going on
Well, there's
over
two of
here.
you.
I know. It's a good thing I'm a PC. This thing would crash a Quest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do
Alright, wait,
I'm gonna ask you a personal question, and you don't have to like say it out loud or anything. But do you like enjoy or partake in said material?
No,
Okay. You're
I
just
don't
like a
enjoy it
true
at all.
Freedomist, basically.
yeah. I mean, I'm not even a libertarian.
You feel
And-
like that drawings of children sexually should be accepted?
I think that it's a slippery slope, and it's very hard to define exactly what you're talking about. See,
Well, child
okay,
porn,
I'm a
so-
furry artist. We have been targets over and over of people who think that all furries are
Stop biting your fucking
into
ring.
bestiality and pedophilia,
Shit on your fucking
because that's what people.
fucking falling over.
You're a second from getting blocked. Shut up.
Well, sure, but that isn't the argument we were making. We weren't making the argument that, you know... I was just trying to tell you that, you know, that drawings of children sexually shouldn't be accepted, because it's wrong. Drawings
how
of
do I make
children
myself
sexually
Okay.
is wrong.
It's my turn to speak. Can you get the fuck off the cell?
I've been on this film for ages, but yeah, I'll scooch up.
It wasn't
in a bit.
really a symbolic position to be in. He just ended up there.
Pulling out.
There you go. We can share the stump. Yeah, do you want to talk?
How tall are
Yeah,
you?
thank you for the conversation, though.
Stage
You know,
is yours.
I kind of understand your position.
Yeah, that's cool.
and,
You sure?
you know, we're gonna agree to
Yeah.
disagree on that subject. You know, we all have our proclivities. You know, but at least I know that you don't. At least you say, you know, what I'm saying that you don't enjoy or partake in it. So, you know, I don't really have a direct personal issue with you or anything. That you're just explaining your position. You know.
No, and I'm not. I'm
How do
not
I-
an absolutist. You know, if somebody is taking pictures of kids, that's a different story. You know, they definitely put them in jail.
Yeah, but that's what I want to know where the line is, right? Like, God damn, dude.
Can you please pet me?
Sorry, I had to walk over here. Very loud bass.
Pet me. Pet me.
No, I'm good. But you know what I'm saying? It's like
Pet me.
it's different, right? Like I can
Over.
see the difference, but I don't really see the difference, right? Like I guess one is causing complete
Hi,
and
guys, I'm
direct
Stewie
harm,
Griffin.
right? But the other one
Yes.
is still
Hey,
causing
guys.
harm in a way, in
Aw,
my
thank you.
opinion, personally, because it can lead to like you
How's he
wanting like
causing
real
harm?
pictures, and then you're paying people for pictures. Then the child somewhere in the world is really being harmed. You know what I'm saying? And you're like feeding
Yeah, it's
into
a
the money
slippery slope.
concept. So like
That's a
why I say
slippery
that,
slope
like,
you on about?
fallacy.
You talking about
That's a
child
slip.
porn? Hold on.
That's a slippery slope fallacy. I mean,
Well, it's not really a fallacy.
I
You
knew-
even call it yourself.
I'd
You
like
even
to see
call it
your
a slippery
phallus.
slope yourself. So it's not really a fallacy. It's literally like I said with
Show me
honey,
your
right?
slope.
There's
Why are
nothing
you
you can
talking
say.
about child
There's
porn?
nothing you can say
What?
to really change my mind about wanting to go hunt
Icy
a deer
Gambit, do you have
or
any CP?
a hog.
okay.
So a
Let me-
predator of
let
a
me put this
child will try to
hypothetical
go
How many
for more
terabytes do you
child
have
stuff,
over there?
right?
At least
Let me
two.
let me put this hypothetical
That's
to
crazy.
you.
That's really impressive. Wow.
Because you like going out and killing things, you might want to go out and hunt humans and gun them down.
Guys.
Of course, I'm not saying
That's what it's
I do
going to
or
lead
don't.
to.
Well, okay.
You guys come here
If it
often?
does,
What
if
do
it
you
does, that's where it needs to be a problem, right? When someone's being harmed. But
You're
that's
not
what
gonna
I'm
get
saying. Like,
everybody.
there's
You've got
already
Stewie.
is
What do you
harm
want?
to people, right? Like to people.
You're gonna be
Whenever
waiting
like
a long time,
you
mate.
need more than just pictures, right? Or maybe the person you're commissioning is like an active predator. Like, how are
You're
they
not that
getting
guy.
their
You're really not that
material
guy.
to know how to draw, right? Like, so there's so many different
You know-
layers of that.
The funny thing is, I have known active predators, and that's not what they were drawing.
Oh, that's a really good brag that you've known predators. Wow.
You gotta let him talk, man. He's trying to, like, you know, connect. We gotta figure out what's happening.
You're connecting over predators? What do you mean?
Listen, we gotta figure out what's happening. So,
Well,
like,
that's a crazy
what
thing
do
to
you
say.
mean-
You're connecting over
What do
predators.
you
Sorry.
mean? No, he's saying he knows predators, right? And he's been.
I
connected
have
to 'em. You
known
gotta let him
people who
explain.
turned out. I'm not connected to them. I have known people who
Okay.
turned out to be predators, and their artwork didn't involve underage kids at all. But
So
they
you've
were
actively looked
actually.
At, so you knew someone like the predator, and you looked at the artwork.
Well, he wouldn't have
That
known
is
beforehand.
crazy work.
He would have had to found out afterwards, right?
Well,
Can
we
you
don't
please
know that.
stop
He never
about
he never
child
explicitly
porn?
said
Like,
that.
What the fuck? It's wild.
Yeah. So okay, the conversation, right, is actually that he
God.
is not he's claimed, you know, he's not viewed it, or he doesn't want to view it, right? But he's saying
Okay.
like Loli, like drawn child images, like sexually stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is not like does not need to be banned, or I don't want to mischaracterize.
It doesn't need to be
child
banned.
It's child porn.
Are you unwell?
Is it a child or is it a drawing of
Yes.
a child?
It's a
It's the
drawing of a
same
child. Yes,
thing.
it's wrong. What the fuck?
A drawing is a person.
It's
That's
actually a
crazy. There's no way
child.
you truly believe that.
A drawing is actually a child.
No,
No,
but
it's not
it's
a
the
physical
form of
child.
a child. It
It
doesn't matter.
depicts
So
that.
you can send a drawing to school. You can raise the drawing up as your own.
No one
That's
said
not the
this.
point.
No one
You're
claimed
sexually
it.
attracted to an image of a child.
Not
You've gone
necessarily.
quiet. That means you just agreed. You are sexually attracted to
So,
a drawing of a child.
one
It
second,
means
one
I'm
second, sorry.
thinking.
And that's fine to you. If you think about a child explicitly, is that fine to you? Because it's not real.
That's sick.
No.
Wait, so it's not fine. You understand that that's wrong.
Well, that's what he's
My
saying. He
morality
fundamentally
is not as
disagrees.
narrow.
Well, so he disagrees with me, is what you're saying, or he?
Well, he
disagrees
fundamentally
with the
disagrees
concept?
with the concept of it being wrong entirely.
Of censorship. I disagree with
So
rampant.
if I made a very lifelike image of a child, okay, a lifelike image, and it was very clear what it was meant to be, and you think that is fine if I made that explicit?
Guys, how the fuck?
Answer.
What the fuck is this on my bill?
Well, he's thinking.
My money. What the fuck is
If that's your choice.
What is there to think about? He has an opinion. No, I don't want someone's choice. I want you to answer.
That was my answer.
What? It's their choice. Well, you are mentally fucking ill. You're a fucking weirdo. What the fuck?
Well, okay, so my question towards that, like to, I would say ante up or escalate, right? So VR chat.
Oh, he's blocked me, by the way, guys.
So VR
Oh,
chat
okay.
is well known for having
I can't
certain
believe you're actually
avatars.
trying to justify child porn. It's
Right?
crazy.
How do you feel about like the Loli avatars that they have in VR chat that has SPS and like sexual stuff that you can do with like childlike avatars? What's your thoughts on that? I mean,
I don't know. I haven't seen them. I don't think that's. I think they try to ban them as fast as they can find them.
well, I mean that being said, but you know, other companies, Blender and stuff like that. I mean, if they're, what's the difference between the drawn version and the avatar version, which is I'm not defending that by any means. I'm asking you your opinion on what is the difference, and is one more wrong than the other? And you're like, how do you feel?
I mean, what about My Little Pony porn? Should that be banned? Is that evil?
Why are you talking about My Little Pony porn now? What?
Well, I mean, in some cases, I would say there does need to be
He's blocked
a
me.
limit to certain
That's
things, right?
crazy. This guy blocked
I
me
don't
'cause
think
called
that
out
you
being
should
a
ever be
pedophile.
like regulated on what pornography is, but I do not think certain things like My Little Pony, a children's show, right,
Broken God.
should be like
Broken
sexualized.
God. One second.
So
very
Rule
I'll block this off,
34
since he's trying to block anyone that calls him
should
out.
be
Yeah,
instant
Broken
ban,
God,
right?
he's blocking anyone that calls him
You
a
rage
pedophile.
baiting?
No, I didn't say it should be instant ban. I just believe certain shows, right, like Blue's Clues and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Teletubbies. Stuff like that, maybe they'd be like, hey, let's not make stuff of
That's
this,
what
guys.
Rule 34 exists for.
No, I understand
He's
that,
actually a
but
pedophile.
I would-
don't get it.
crazy.
You know, the funny thing is,
way. You're serious. No way.
I
He's
mean,
serious. He's actually
it's
a
like
pedophile.
you,
He's
you,
justified
you
child
talk to the
porn.
creators and they know this
It's
stuff
crazy.
exists.
If you
Yeah,
disagree
like
with
Toby
him, block him.
Fox, he
He's blocked me,
knows
my
that
friend.
there's
Bro,
You know-
he's talking about My Little Pony porn and shit,
Well,
bro.
interestingly
He was
enough,
talking
you know,
about
the
child porn a
creator,
second ago, it's crazy.
the creator of Mayu,
Genuinely, he was just.
Oh,
the creator
What's
of
Mayu?
Mayu is like kind of like this avatar right here. It's not quite that avatar, but it's very similar, right? Like the little
Okay.
cat
Hey,
one. That
wait,
people are always
wait.
using.
Hey, I want your opinion on child porn. I want your opinion on child
Got in my
porn.
ear
Come
with
on,
that
tell
shit.
me.
Anyway, what I was saying was like the creator of Mayu, right? He's actually extremely Christian, right? And he hates the
Okay,
fact that
right.
because a lot of like gay furries and stuff, they'll wear the Mayus and they're out here ERPing and stuff in it, right? So,
Right.
so it's like, you
Of
know,
course.
the original creator of the show sometimes has no, it can't stop what's happening. So that's why I think there should be like
Right.
flags automatically. It's like if you age down a character and you're caught doing that shit, you should be like kicked off the messaging board system, right? Like no more posting for you. Why'd you do that? You know,
What brand?
Well, sure, but that's a individual decision based on the society that you're participating in. You know, like things that would be perfectly legitimate on a lot of art boards. If you built an avatar out of those, they would, you know, they get kicked off of VR chat as soon as
Yeah.
anybody saw them. You know, if you take those into a public instance.
well, that kind of just rolls back to the adage, right? Like just because you can doesn't mean you should. That kind of like I think morality, in my opinion, is subjective, not objective, right? It's like dependent specifically on the societal pressures and stuff.
Yes, it's
But there are still certain
situational.
wrongs, right? Like for society, murdering another person is not good because you can't propagate a healthy city or even a town if you're murdering everybody. Same thing if you're harming the
Sure.
children and they're not having a healthy, you know, upbringing. You're gonna have little psychopaths running around, not caring about the rules and killing everyone, fucking society up. You see what I'm saying? Like there's more than just
it's crashing
one
my game when I
aspect.
go up there, Major.
Yeah, you know, but then you get into individual perspectives. It's like, what if you raise your children to go out and shoot animals?
Well, we've always had to sustain ourselves. I mean, are you killing the bush any more than you're killing?
Yeah,
the deer?
okay. Okay, but it's a slippery slope, isn't it? What if the children start killing the neighbor's pets or the neighbor's livestock?
Well, that's why you
My brother
establish
worked with
the
a guy
hard
that if
line,
he
you know what I
didn't
mean?
get his deer, you know, my brother worked with a guy, if he didn't get his buck,
Yeah, his crashed mine instantly.
on the way home, he'd shoot somebody's cow just to kill something.
See, that's fucked
guys
up, right?
know who's
That's
winning,
why I was
or-
saying there needs
I
to be
agree.
a hard line. You know what I mean? Because when I was raised, I was taught not to do X, Y, and B. Don't aim at people. If you don't, yap, 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 gun safety, right? Then
Sure,
you need to
right,
be taught
exactly.
a hard line as a child, and that's where like the morality, air quotes, comes in. Is like you're taught what's good and bad. You know that killing human beings is normally inherently wrong. It's not healthy for society.
yeah, his
Harming
very bad. He
children.
probably doesn't recognize that though.
Harming children is not healthy for society. Harming your pets, which can be seen as family members or small children, and
Hey, let him
depending
do
on
what
how you
he's
look
doing.
at it. You know what I mean? So there needs to be a hard line.
What do you mean let him do what he's doing? He's actively discussing with a pedophile.
Well, I don't think artwork is that line,
You said let him do
or
what he's
writing
doing?
for that matter.
What
Literature.
did I miss out on? Like, what's happening here?
We're with a pedophile.
Well, I mean, in what way does it not matter?
Oh.
Excuse me? No, I didn't say it didn't matter. I'm just saying it's not
Somebody
a
else was talking.
hard. Oh, okay. Sorry.
You said hard lines.
I've muted a lot of the louder people. I'm just saying that it's not an easy line to define. You know, when you got some of the smartest. Hello, I got a cat here.
Well, no matter how smart you are, I mean, you can definitively say like children no touching. You know, in almost any aspect you
Bro,
want to think about.
how are you still talking?
Yeah, right.
Not funny.
So
It's not about
you
being
take
funny.
that
It's about
attitude.
understanding. It's hard.
Sure, I understand.
No,
But
it's
I'm
not
just
really.
saying,
How gay
you
you
take
are.
that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you take that attitude, and then you look at, say, this mouse, and say that's a child. Okay. What if they like
I'm
to
still
ERP?
17. I do
Well,
not like
okay,
that
so you are a child. All right.
Well, see, the
I don't like that
point
either.
almost immediately. You know what I mean? But see, look, you already threw the hard line in there, right? So like, just because the person okay, let's go the anime route, right? They're aged up. That's really a 1,000-year-old cat.
Okay, but they look
What do I
immature.
look like? Ashes?
No, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where, like, the whole oddity of the concept comes in. I think it's good just to say, leave
Right.
kids alone, leave pets alone. That's about it, man. Anything else is, I believe, is fair game. If you wanna jerk off to, like, a rock melting in lava, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Do it. I don't care. But just leave kids and actual animals alone. That's it. Like, I don't care about the furry shit. I don't care about none of the gay stuff. Just, like, don't do zoophilia and don't do pedophilia. That's the only two things. Those are my two hard lines, right?
Actual
All I do is pet
kids
my
or
dog.
drawings of kids? I mean,
Both.
that's the
Definitely
thing. People don't make a
definitely all
distinction.
ones. For me personally, none of it. Nothing to do with children. Needs
So
to be
you don't-
sterilized.
None.
You don't make any distinction between drawings and actual people.
Well, I mean, I know that
What did I do?
believe it's in
Brother, what did
Texas.
I do?
Even drawn images can carry the same weight as a
I'm just a Hispanic.
real image, and I think it's like what,
Yeah.
7 years per image. So I mean, that's pretty.
I mean, that seems obscene to me. I mean, because you got people like who are drawing comic books, and yeah, they're twisted, but is that really worthy of a jail sentence?
Well, I mean, would you say it's worthy of investigation of them to make sure they're not doing anything else, or is that a breach of their freedoms?
Investigation, most likely. At least a light investigation if there's nothing going on with them.
Everybody gets investigated from time to time.
Not me. I just graduated early. I'm having a great time. Ready to be an engineer.
How do you know you haven't? How do you know you haven't ever been investigated? If they didn't find
I'm trying
anything,
to wrap
you might
this
never
up.
know.
This dude's a weirdo, bro. There's no.
I've done
redemption
nothing
here.
wrong. What is the reason to investigate?
Yeah, I'm ready to go to a high and tide server.
Just to find out if you've done anything wrong.
Well, man, like I said, it was an
Hello,
interesting
guys, what's going on
conversation.
here?
You know, we can, I'll agree to disagree
We're
with you, I
having
guess.
an argument
but,
about like.
I personally think that
drawn
you leave,
CG.
you leave like zoophilia out of it, like actual animals fucking, and you leave like pedophilia out of it. And for me, that does encompass drawings and like lollies and like those characters. I think people need to leave that out of anime. That shit ruins some series. You know what I mean?
What the what are you
And see,
guys
that's
on
the thing.
about?
That's the thing I have a problem with because, like I said,
Okay,
I've
I
been
don't
a
think I
furry
wanna go to
artist
Just
for
Be Club.
decades, and everybody accuses furry artists or furries of all being into
What the
zoophilia.
fuck is a furry?
Okay, well, what about like the baby diaper fur community, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
where are the
weird, but it's
lines, bro? Where are the
harmless.
lines?
I mean, you know,
can
what
point
about
you to
master?
quite a few different cases where it started innocuous, right, and then it turned very, very, very bad.
What, adult
What are you
baby?
on about, little man?
Yeah, adult baby wanting a minor, you know, to change their diaper, you know, stuff like that. I mean,
Okay,
What?
that's wrong. Sure,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
but that's a
Like,
real person.
yeah, but you know, and some of it starts over VR chat, right? So it's just pixels and characters, right?
What?
So like, where do you draw the line? Like, is VR different from drawn stuff? Like, what do you think?
I think we should all fuck the babies.
I think it is different because there are real people behind every single avatar, well, except for the bots.
Yeah, I've just been extremely advanced AI.
Well, I've been fooled.
All right, man. Well, like I said, I won't take any more of your time. You know, you have an evening.
What time is it? All right, time to get a pizza.
I think it's funny. He said, "Time to get a pizza." Let's go. Let's go.
He's fucking 60.
That guy was 62, by the way.
I know. I know how old he was.